Susan Sarandon was arrested in Albany, New York on Monday for protesting in support of fair wages for restaurant workers. The 76-year-old actress was among 8 protesters who were taken into custody, Spectrum News 1 Albany reported. Former New York Lieutenant Governor candidate Ana Maria Archila was also arrested. Susan and the others were booked, issued appearance tickets, and released, according to WNYT-TV. The Thelma Louise star is no stranger to activism. Just last week, she marched in support of writers in New York City during the writers' strike. Susan is always standing up for what she believes. Access Hollywood chatted with the Viper Club actress in 2018, and she opened up about how she was glad that she got arrested while protesting former President Donald Trump's immigration policy.
Meet so many different kinds of people, your compassion grows, when you find out that the world is not as bad as they would have you believe when you get to know individuals. And that's really kind of the joy of this job, is that you have so many incarnations in one lifetime.
Well, one of your incarnations is, like I mentioned earlier, is being outspoken about things that you don't agree with politically. You were very, very adamantly against Trump's immigration policy, and you ended up in jail because of it. Tell us about that. What was that like?
Well, I think it's really important to use your body and your vote and everything else. First of all, to ask questions, but secondly of all, to be in solidarity with people who don't have a voice, and so it was probably the best arrest I've ever had, because there were 700 women that were arrested that day also, from all over the United States. And it's one of the things that happens is that you can look around and you go, oh, I'm not crazy. Look, there is a support system here. This isn't right. I mean, that's a no-brainer. That issue was just a no-brainer. When I went to Lesbos to find out who those refugees were, all I wanted to do was, I didn't even consider it political. I just wanted to give a history to these people. Who are they? Where did they come from? Why did they leave? Because their PR was very bad at the moment. The branding that these people were getting, who were refugees because a lot of our intervention in their country. I just wanted to give them a chance for people to have a better picture. And lots of times, the mainstream media isn't covering things. Standing Rock, nobody even went to Standing Rock, and that was going on forever. So as someone who's connected to the media, I don't want to tell people what to think or believe, but sometimes I can have information that other people don't have in order to make a decision. And that's what this kid in this film is trying to do. He's trying to get information and show people that aren't being shown on the news, and yet it's the United States tax dollars that are responsible. So, they're giving a great service, independent journalists that went to Standing Rock or that went to Lesbos or whatever, where nobody is, because otherwise you just dehumanize people, and then in order to have some of these actions that you really don't want to be part of, and so I don't feel like I'm standing against things as much as I'm standing for things and asking questions that maybe aren't being asked.